Okay, let's start with a few more options in data frame. So let's take an example. So I'm creating one data frame with the same dictionary. So let me have, if I have copy this, no, it's not there. Okay, let me make a dictionary. Or before that, let me import the package pandas as pd. Then dictionary, I'll say name, say Rajiv, Sandeep, Satish. Then I say let it be their marks. Two columns only. I'll go for. So df pd dot data frame d. Then columns are there. So if you want to add any column in data frame, then you can easily same like you did in dictionary part. You can if the column which you are referring is not there in data frame, will create and add a value. Rule will be like this: that you should give the same number of elements which is available in corresponding rows. As you have 3 rows, then you have to specify 3 values to transfer values. So let me put say address as a column, new column. I say let it be Delhi. I say let it be Bangalore. Then I'll put Chennai. 3 values are needed. I'll go for this. So as you see that it is been updated. So depending on requirement, you can plan the things. If you are using same address column again, and you specify any other values, it'll override. I say Maharashtra. I'll say let it be what? Say Rajasthan. So as this column is already available, let's override the data. So if you are putting values into column, if column name is not available, it create a column. If column name is available, it override the data. That's a simple calculations. So if you want to remove any column, you can easily go for this. So we are in 2 options. I'll say df.drop. For drop, by default remove row. If you say I want to remove 0th index row, it remove the 0 index row. It will not overwrite the existing structure until unless you ask to go for it, overriding the same. So if you want to go for overriding, it take index label only. It's not a value, index value, because we are not taking any index here, label. So that's why it's considering 0 as a label also. So even though if you change the values, say let me change the value of index. I'll say let it be R1, R2, R3. So in that case, 0, 1 would not be available because currently label is being changed. So if I say R1, so it remove the first row. So drop will always take your row. By default, go for axis 0. So if you don't specify anything, it go for axis 0. If you want to remove your columns, then you can specify the column name. Let's say I want to remove the address. And axis would be 1 this time because you are being asked to remove the columns. So if you go for with 0, it remove the column, remove the rows. Row of respective label. Or in the case of axis 1, remove the column of respective label. That's a normal case available. First table, left table is df, then right table is df1. So I'll say let's go for left join. I want to see all of df1, sorry df, and df1 data would be respectively added if it is available. So you can see left table is df, which is carrying Rajiv, Sandeep, and Satish. But respectively in df1, the Rajiv subject is not available. That's why it's showing NaN. So similarly, this right can be taken. So in the case of this, so we are not having any candidate for ID 4 in our base table. That's why it's not showing value respectively. So on top of this, we are having outer also, which means all data from the both the data structure to be shown, and NaN will be available if respective data is not available. That's a normal case which you can take care. And even though you can transfer this value to the new variables, which is again data frame type. That's a pretty basic. So let's go for next, appending data frames. So in appending, we need to make sure. So before appending, let me go for one more case here. So in df1, let me write down names. I'll say let me say 2 is for Sandeep. I'll say Satish. I'll say Rajiv. So I'm creating one new column with the name in df1. So now if you do merge here, see what will happen. As he'll take both the values in consideration. If name is matching, then also it's good to go. If ID is matching, then also it's good to go. Even though you can say this 2 number is of Sandeep, Satish and Rajiv. Rajiv is anyway is not coming. So that's why it doesn't make difference whether you are matching with the name or ID. It'll go for both. If I twin this, let's see the difference. Now if I write this statement again, see the difference, what happened. So earlier it was showing, but currently it is not showing because this time this inner join would be like this. If you are familiar with the SQL query would be like this. I'm just replicating the same statement. Say df join, say inner join, df1 on is very important to consider on. I say id equal to df1 id and df name equal to df1 name. That's the condition which is concerning me. So that's a AND. If both are carrying same values, same permutation are there, then I'll go for result. If take an example, suppose in my case, what is happening? So let me take up the values df and df1. So id, if I take id, this 1 and 1, it is not there. So first row is not coming, no issue. If I go for next, so id is 2, it is there, okay, good to go. But in parallelly name is Sandeep, but here name is Rajiv. So as it is an AND operator, it won't work. So if you have two common columns into a data frame, you have to make sure you specify the on key stating that you don't want two columns to be considered for joining the data frames. So in that case, you have to specify that either of the column which is important for you, you can specify on the basis of this column you have to define the values. Even though you can take it for a name also if needed. If name is important for you, you can go for name. That's a good to go. That's merge beauty available. So let me go for the next case, append. So append is joining your data frames vertically. So rule will be like this: your both the data frames should have same number of columns. Next, both the data frames should have same name of columns. That's the two things the Panda is looking from you. If it is there, it will go for the joining. So let me take a again df1. Let me make a small data frame. I'd say column A. Let me take a C1. E having some values. Say let me take 11, 12, 13. Next C2 is there. Let me have value some value. 14, 15, 16. That's a normal case. df1, I can see the values. And I'm having one more data frame, df2, having same structures. Sorry. So df2 is there. So I can go for df1 append df2. So it'll keep me adding on vertically. As and when data is required, it'll pick up the values. If my columns are different, so if I do like this, I'll rename it to C3. Let's see the difference. So as C3 is not there in first data frame, we'll take it as a null, and C2 is not there on second, it go for null. Depending on the case, you can take a call. So that's a basic understanding which we are looking for. If column numbers are different and names are different, it won't work in the same fashion which we are expecting. Let's keep it till here. We'll take up in the next session.